Hello everybody, my name is Valley Viking and I am here today with vlog number 20, and it's been a great day. I'm really happy to be here, and I can't believe how many more days are left. We just have 10 more days for a whole month worth of vlogs. I'm really proud of that achievement, to be honest. It's been something that I've been wanting to do, something that like I think I mentioned it a couple days ago, that like just doing this, being habitual about my vlogs would make the talking easier as I stumble and study for words. It has made things a lot easier, but not only that, the fact that I've learned a lot more about myself, like the tics that I do, and what I catch myself doing or talking about or droning off, or things that I can correct myself on. So it's really been a lot of help to do the vlogs. I'm very happy about that. The only downside that I do have right now is I don't know if it's enough content to keep doing vlogs, because I feel like if I'm going to make a video, it needs to be about something, right? And 3 questions is nice, but it's usually I don't want to ask myself questions. I want to be asked questions, right? Otherwise I feel like I'm egocentric. So I really would appreciate questions. For now, this helps out a lot with just recording myself, and like I said, picking up on things that I wasn't picking up on before, and then getting used to the camera and just talking. This helps out so much. The only thing that I really got to get better at is writing down scripts, and also coming up with content or finding a niche. That's something else that I really need to get into, is finding my niche, because I don't know what it is yet, and I have no idea what it could be. For now, tasting things seems to be the only route that I got. And I mean, I cook things, but it's really hard to like manage cooking and then have Wendy there as well. I could video Wendy, but all you would see is a crying baby half the time, because that's all she does. Other than that, there's a lot of tiredness that goes around, and I'm pretty sure you don't want to see that, just being tired all the time. So anyway, without further ado, let me go ahead and carry on with the questions. Number 1, what kind of content are you looking for? Number 2, what can I do? And then number 3, what are some problems that I run into whilst I'm recording? Now, these are all questions that are pertaining to the recording process and things that are like daily for me. So now I can talk about each of these, and maybe going forward, I can maybe look back on this, or maybe somebody else in the future, when they see this, they can give me tips, or just getting tips in general. So let's go. Question 1. What kind of content are you looking for? Now, the content that I'm providing so far is kind of funny and informative. So it's mainly entertainment is what I'm going for. I want to keep you entertained. So I know talking is not the most entertaining. That's why I throw up the little GIFs, and like I try to make sound effects and put some music in the background to make the video more entertaining. but my goal is to try to either be comedy, or gaming, or just informative. Informative would be pretty nice. I like to talk. If I know the facts, I like to talk about them. So that's something that I really like to do. And then entertainment is another field that I would like to be in. So those are the 4 that I'm kind of reaching out for. And I'm hoping to find a niche in there somewhere among all that. I don't know if I want to branch out towards entertainment or, well, whenever I find my home, that's where I'm going to reside. Now, there are some people that are out there that make like 2 or 3 different channels. So this way they can kind of branch out into those different areas. So maybe that's something I'll look forward into the future. But for right now, I need to make a home channel. And I'm kind of aiming for entertainment in general because this is my like variety channel, because I don't really have anything yet. Still trying to find that thing. All right. Number 2, what can I do? What can I do? I can cook. I can game. I know customer service, so I can talk about events that have happened. I can taste test. I can go for walks. I can exercise. I can show you what my daughter's like. There's a lot of different things that I can do. And I can assemble things, build things. However, I am not good with like saws and stuff like that, because I'm a little bit clumsy, as I said in another video, but that doesn't mean that I won't try. I can still practice at that kind of stuff. So I'd like to learn, which I do love doing. I love to learn. So I did used to watch a YouTuber where he would just try to practice with things and learn something and determine how long it would take for him to learn that quality or that trick, which is really neat little thing. I might give that a shot. I don't know. Of course, I do have like the people that I mentioned a couple days ago that I really that I watch often. They have a lot of gaming and a lot of they like to talk. I don't know if I can talk and game though, so that's kind of the hard part. I don't know. Looking for ideas. That's what I'm doing. Other things that I do like to do is I like to tell stories, and I also like to make jokes. However, talking on the camera and doing those at the same time seem to be very hard for me to do, because I'm trying to focus on like having a picture. I'm trying to be, I don't know, I feel like there's a professionalism there that I want to attain, but at the same time, I want to be funny, right? I don't know if that's like 2 things that can be at once. But then again, I look at like the YouTubers, they do have moments where they're professional and they still do dumb stuff. I don't know. It's a lot to take in, right? That's what she said. All right, enough. Let's get this down. My third and final question. What are some problems that I run into whilst filming? You can't tell right now, but I'm recording late at night, at almost midnight. And I film it, I edit it, I throw it up right at the very end of the night. I have, during the day, a lot of other things that I attend to, cleaning the house or eating or taking care of Wendy, And then there's things that I can't do, like I go shopping, or if I do get a dash every once in a while, I'll go do that. But I haven't dashed in a long time, so that kind of sucks. Anyway, some other things that I can run into. I do applications or I watch movies. So recording at those times is a little either inappropriate, or I don't think about it, or I can't juggle it all at the same time. So right at the end of the night seems to be my only time I can record. And then on top of that, there's people that are sleeping. So my wife and my daughter are both sleeping. And then when my sister comes home, her too. So it's like a oddball time to record and edit and everything. But for now, this is what I can do. I know I can't be too loud, and I can't record at certain parts of the day. So my problems kind of are in a weird area. I'm making it work, but it's not easy to do. And I really still enjoy doing it all the time. It's really, it's fun for me to do. I just have to focus on, like, I don't know, like I need to find some place or something that I can do towards this goal. Any advice would be welcome. Yeah. That was pretty much the 3 questions that I had. So now we're going to move on to the 2 movies that I've seen today. Today, we got to watch one, which was Downfall, a case of the Boeing aircraft, which was a very interesting movie, or documentary, I should say. It revolved around the Boeing 737 MAX and how it has a software problem that has caused 2 major accidents. And it's not really an accident, it's a travesty. And it killed lots of people. It is a very interesting movie to watch. It does have to follow around like a lot of corporate greed and how the families of the people, like how they're dealing with this issue that's happening, because Boeing is a very popular company. The families have been dealing with Boeing not doing anything for them. But that's what the documentary is about. It offers a viewpoint on like the side of the families where Boeing is not taking action to help these people out. So honestly, it's not one of my favorite go-to movies. If you're very interested in like the laws or just airplanes or just disaster documentaries, that's a good one to watch. Other than that, I wouldn't really recommend it. The other movie that I did watch was St. Vincent. That was a surprisingly good movie, and it did feature Bill Murray and Melissa McCarthy, 2 very famous comedians that do an excellent job in this movie. Bill Murray plays an asshole, and Melissa McCarthy plays a mother of a child they're going through a tough time, a divorced mother and a young child. Melissa McCarthy's character is a nurse who like does x-rays on people's tumors and things, and she's always at work and has no time to take care of her son. And because of this, her next door neighbor, who happens to be Bill Murray, is asked to take care of her son. Bill Murray's character is not a very good role model, and he gambles and drinks and he lives a life of debauchery, and it's a very interesting life. So taking care of this kid is influenced by this stuff that Bill Murray's character is going through. And you learn a lot more about Vincent, who's Bill Murray's character. You learn a lot about him. He's a very interesting character to get to know. And the more and more you watch the movie, you like his character. And of course, like the jokes that are made there are really great too. I really enjoy their comedian, or their comedy. It's funny. And of course, the movie ends heartwarmingly. So really good movie. Definitely worth the watch. If you have a chance, you should watch it. I would give it personally like a 9 out of 10. And yeah, all right. I don't have any items to show off today. I do want to put up my desk video, but like I said, it wouldn't be up until tomorrow. So I'll have it up tomorrow. Other than that, I ask that you have a great night. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you for watching it. If you did make it through the whole video, I really do appreciate it. If you have any advice, or if you have any words of wisdom, I would really appreciate that too in the comment section, or on Facebook. So yeah. Until next time, I will see you in the next video. Have a great night. Bye-bye.